Good morning and welcome to our second day of writing lessons for this week in Year 6. A train's just going past, which distracted me a little bit. On Friday I was downstairs in the other building in 4EV because that was a spare classroom, and today some of you might recognise this room because I'm in 6MH, so back up in Year 6. Hence the reason I just got distracted by a train going past. I'm not used to that in my classroom. So today we are carrying on with our time capsule writing. But yesterday you wrote a short bio all about yourself, and today you're going to be writing a diary entry. Before you start the writing task for today, there is a nasty writing task as usual on the website. And today it's all about semicolons. So yesterday we talked a little bit about run-on sentences and how we can't just have lots and lots of sentences separated by commas. We need to use conjunctions to separate them, or full stops sometimes. But another way of doing that is to use semicolons. So have a go at the semicolon nasty writing task before you go any further today. So as I said, today we're writing a diary entry, and I was thinking about how, sometimes in school you look at real life diary entries from the past to find out about what life was like for those people when they were living through that experience. And that's why I think this is a really exciting piece of writing to do, because you could imagine that maybe in years to come, don't know, maybe your children or even your grandchildren might read this diary entry that you wrote when you were 10 or 11 in Year 6 in Cheswood, and it will be like a real historical artefact or primary resource that you have created yourself. So it's quite exciting. Mr. Wilson has just come in to empty the bins, so if you hear some rustling in the background, that's what the noise is. Hello. That's what you're going to be doing today. And as usual, there is a checklist to help you on the website of all the things you need to include, including Year 6 language and punctuation that will help you with your writing. So I thought I'd show you how I might start my diary entry for today, from me to my future self. So I'm going to start, I hope you don't mind, I've just got a few notes here to look at, because otherwise I wouldn't be able to memorise it all. I'm going to start by writing the date, because normally at the top of a diary we would have the day and the date. So it's Tuesday the 12th of January, and I'm going to underline that with my pretend pencil and ruler. And then a lot of people start their diaries like this. Dear diary. But really that's up to you. You don't have to start like that. If any of you have read the book Diary of Anne Frank, I think she calls her diary Kitty, so she says Hello Kitty or Dear Kitty. So you could give your diary a name if you wanted to, or you could just start your writing, or you could write Dear Diary. So the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to think about having some sort of introduction to my diary entry just to set the scene. But I don't just want to write, oh, it is lockdown and I am learning from home. I want to make it a bit more interesting for whoever's going to read my diary. So I thought I'd start by telling the reader how many days I've been doing my home learning for. My online teaching. Today is my 6th day. It's amazing, isn't it? How quick the time goes. Today is my 6th day of online teaching. Oh, my writing's gone a bit peculiar. Miss Hill's whiteboard is a bit wobbly, I think. And what I've also included there, so this is the beginning, this is my introduction, started my introduction, but also it's quite informal, as if I'm talking to someone. It's not like a formal letter, is it, or a news report, or a non-fiction report of some kind. It's an informal diary entry, so it can be quite chatty and familiar. Today is my 6th day of online teaching. I'm going to put an exclamation mark, because I can't believe it, really. And I'm also using the first person. I'm talking about me, so I'm using my. Dear Diary, today is my 6th day of online teaching. Now, how do I feel about that? Because that's something else I need to include. My feelings, my reactions, my opinions. At first, nice fronted adverbial there, we need a comma. At first, now what tense do I need to use? Here I've used the present tense because I'm talking about how I feel now. But now I'm telling the reader about things that have happened today and feelings I've had in the past. So I need to use the past tense. At first, found it hard to get used to teaching online. Again, it's true, because obviously we've been back at school for a while. I've got used to being back in the classroom with all my children in front of me. So it took a while, found it hard at first, to get used to teaching online again. But, so I've got one of my coordinating conjunctions there as well. Don't forget to keep using those all the time. Really important in Year 6 writing. But I am gradually adapting to it. I am gradually adapting to it, and what I want to say is it can be tiring sometimes, but also I really like hearing from the children at home and hearing about how they've been getting on with the learning, and also sometimes I pop into the children who are in school to see how they're getting on with it as well. So I really like that aspect of it. So I'm wondering if I could use a subordinating conjunction there to somehow link those two ideas together. So I've got a positive thing, it can be tiring, a negative thing, it can be tiring, but a positive thing, I enjoy hearing from the children and what they think of the home learning that they're doing. So I think, because I'm sort of contrasting a good thing and a negative thing, I'm going to use although. In fact, I'm going to use even though, because we use although a lot, don't we? Although, we use although a lot, and even though is a little bit stronger, I quite like that. And even though it can be tiring, I really enjoy hearing. I'm just going to move my success star. If I move my success criteria, all the ticks are going to be in the wrong place. So I'm just going to have to go down to the new line, if that's okay with you. I really enjoy hearing how the children at home and in school have got on. So that's my introduction. And I've just realised we haven't talked about the punctuation yet. Commas to separate clauses, semicolons to separate independent clauses. Independent just means clauses that make sense on their own. And I think I've already done that over here. And even though it can be tiring, look, I've remembered my comma to separate my subordinating clause from my main clause. I really enjoy hearing how the children at home and in school have got on. Dear Diary, today is my 6th day of online teaching. At first, I found it hard to get used to teaching online again, but I'm gradually adapting to it, and even though it can be tiring, I really enjoy hearing how the children at home and in school have got on. Okay, I'm just going to write a tiny bit more for you to show you how I would then go on to the next paragraph of my diary entry. So I'm going to leave a line and talk, this is like, oh, I don't want to do it in red pen, do I? This is my introduction. Now I'm going to talk a bit about today, Tuesday the 12th of January. Today has flown by. It's gone so quickly. I don't know if it's the same for you. We're so busy all the time that time just whizzes past. Today has flown by. I have been making videos all afternoon. I've been making videos all afternoon. So then, I would go on to tell the reader of my diary entry a bit more about my day, what's happened, the important events of the day for me, and how I feel about them, my thoughts, my reactions to the things that have happened to me during the day. So I hope you have fun with that today. Don't forget, when you've written your diary, it is so nice for your teacher to receive. Either you can attach it to an email or you can send us a photo of it, whatever's easiest for you. It's so lovely for us to receive your work and read it. So don't ever think, oh, my teacher won't want to see this, it's boring, or I don't think it's very good, because your teachers will love to see it. So please, if you, when you finish writing your diary entry today, send it to your teacher, and it might even be put up on your class page, you never know. Okay, I hope you have a great day's learning today, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye.